Yes, so I was just saying that it's very important that after I said that the mom should try and be less authoritative, the daughter should try show very much respect to the mom, because at the end of the day, the mom is like an advisor, your first advisor, your first teacher. The mom knows what's best, even though sometimes might not think that it's best at that time, but you really have to show respect. Because if you don't respect your mom, that's the ending of the relationship. Like if there's no respect between your mother and the daughter, then your mom will never trust you. She never wants to hear you out. She just believe that my daughter is rude to me. She doesn't care about me, and that way there's no relationship between mother and daughter. So there has to be, first of all, no lies, and second of all, plenty of respect there. So you have to understand. Even sometimes my mom might tell me to do something, and I might think to myself, what's my mom saying? Doesn't make sense. But because of she's my mom, I just have to just do it and just listen to what she's saying. I have to listen first, because she has one thing she always says: listen first, then complain later. Then later on, I can just complain. But I have to just show that she's.
Guys, did you hear what Chiamaka said? She said you should listen first and then complain later. So don't always interrupt your mother when she's talking to you. It's not a good thing at all. And sometimes this can even make a mother, like we the African mothers, to slap or to pick something and throw it at you out of frustration. So listen first before you complain.
Exactly.
I can hear you. How can we as mothers support you guys emotionally and mentally?
Okay. So I feel like first of all, mothers should just try and not compare their children to other children, because I know that when mothers get together, they discuss the well-beings of their children.
Yes, mothers. My daughter used to say this a lot, like, Mom, I don't like you. I don't like it when you're comparing me to I am this and that person is that. Please don't be comparing me. I hate it so much when you're comparing me with somebody else. So Chiamaka is saying it, so, and I know that now 80% of them might have the same opinion of how mothers compare them with their friends.
Yes.
So I can hear you.
Yes, so that's one thing. Comparing to another person is very hurtful. Like it's as if your parents want you to be that child and you're not that child. So it's very sad to hear your parents say, why can't you be like this person? Why can't you be like this child? So it's very hurtful to hear things like that. And also maybe mothers should just try and, I don't know, try and remove less stress from, okay, for now, example, I'm the firstborn child. I have 3 siblings, and my mom always, anytime something goes wrong in the house, and let's say she's in a meeting and she's asking what's happening, the name she always calls is Chiamaka. She doesn't call anybody else's name. And sometimes I might just be doing my own thing, and I'm like, why is someone calling me again?
Okay, now I want to teach you something here. When you are in a church and you do something wrong, okay, should I use church? Let's use a class, for example. In a basic 5 class, somebody have committed anything that is punishable in primary 5 of Labaja's school. Now the head teacher comes and a child, maybe 2 children fought in the class, and you are the head teacher and you get to the class. Who would you call?
The class captain.
No.
Who would you call? The teacher of the class.
Yes.
Yes, teacher of the class captain.
So it's the same thing. Do you get? That is the responsibilities that comes with being a first child. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I am a first child and my mother goes to work and then comes back. Anything that goes wrong in that house, because I am the oldest person in that house, I'm going to be held responsible for that. Do you understand? So it's not like we don't understand. We understand. That's the same thing she too should have gone through from her parents. If you are an ada, just like you are, that is your responsibility. You might not be the one to run the whole chores in the house. All you need to do is to delegate some responsibilities to your younger ones. You go and do this, you go and do this, and then make sure that whatever it is mom says should be done would have been done by the time mom returns. If not, the whole thing will be on you. Why? Because you're the oldest. So it's not like we are being my daughter will call it tacky. I don't know what she usually means by when she said you're being tacky. What does that mean?
I don't know how to explain it, but just being it's a common word we use these days.
Okay, so this is a Gen Z language. Sometimes my daughter will say, Mom, you're being so tacky. I don't know. I don't know. I've just been screaming at everybody. So, tell me 3 ways that we can support your emotional health and your mental health.
I think just always listening to whatever we have to say, and maybe trying to not really, maybe not try and judge.
Okay,
first,
trying to
listen.
know what, trying to listen to them. That is
Yes,
number one. Number two is
listen.
what?
Maybe try to judge less, because if every time I tell somebody something and the person always has something negative to say to me, the next time I have something I want to say, I don't think I'll say to that particular person.
Did you hear, mothers? Are you hearing her? When you judge less, she'll be able to open up the next time. And when you become judgmental, the person will try to bottle everything up
Exactly.
in her mind. She wouldn't want to share anything with you. So when you judge less, they will open up more, right?
Yes.
Number three is what?
Maybe just give your child some space sometimes. Just like how sometimes we parents need space from their children. Let's say the child comes and you're like, I just need some time for myself. Sometimes the child also might be, sometimes shouting is not the best. Sometimes just to correct the child and then give the child some time to think about what they've done wrong. Not necessarily shouting in their ear, because that does not really change anything at the end of the day. So maybe
our shouting doesn't really change anything.
I mean, it changes some things, but then if you're always shouting at the child and you never give the child some time to think, like you're just always like, you're telling the child, come here, shout at the person is like, let me go to my room. You're like, no, stay here and stand beside me as your way of punishment. If you don't really give the child some time to think about what they've done wrong, or just give your child some space, like let's say I'm tired, so mom, I'm tired, she's like, you can't go anywhere, come and do this job. But sometimes just need like a little break, a little space. So I feel like just giving your child general overall space is also very helpful too.
Okay, so how do you guys generally perceive your mothers, or your mom? How do you perceive your mom during your adolescence?
Me personally, I think my mom is like my advisor, my comforter, my personal, how do I say, my personal teacher, to be fair. My mom always knows, like, she always knows what, even if she doesn't know what to do at that situation, she always has something good. That's what I like about her. She always has like a bit of advice to help me out in the situation. So even if I don't really know what to, like, I just tell her about the situation, she has something that she wants to say about it, her opinion. Even if I might not like her opinion, I always know that she's always there to just comfort me if I'm sad or if I'm not feeling good. So she's always there for me. So like having an inbuilt friend all the time.
Okay, so this is second to my final question. How do you navigate through conflict and then misunderstanding with your mom?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I'll just keep on saying this. Just trying to listen to the other person, and it might seem very, very hard during an argument. Like during an argument or conflict, you both will be shouting at each other, and sometimes the mom shout always overshadows the child's like voice.
No, because most times you guys don't want to listen, and then I'm like, is it my daughter that I'm now talking and she will even talk, not even talk back, interrupt? Why does that happen?
It does happen when you're angry. You just interrupt your mother. It happens a lot. My mom just like don't try.
Okay, you are just trying to like explain that she doesn't understand where you're coming from and all of that.
And your mom is just like, no, I know what's best. Let me talk. I feel like that happens a lot.
So how do we navigate through the conflict and misunderstanding?
Okay, so I know I've said from the child's perspective, trying to show respect. So by that respect is by not interrupting your mom. Even though it's hard, try not to interrupt your mom less. Because if your mom is talking, if you let her finish talking, and also from the mother's perspective, is so after you finish, like there's a conflict, just listen to what your child has to say. Even if at that time you're very angry and you don't want to hear what your child has to say, you believe that you're right. 50% of the time, your child might also have a little like insights in what's going on. So if you just hear your child out, you might never know like, oh, this child thinks this or this child thinks that. So if you just like shout at the child and expect the child to say, because also mothers also make mistakes too sometimes. So I feel like just listening to your daughter, that's also very helpful too.